Why are you here? What is it about LIV Golf that attracted you?
Yeah, I mean, thanks for having me. And, I was excited about this whole tour starting up with being different, being something, different to what we do every day on tour. And where I was in my career, it was time for a change. So I was trying to do something different. And, this is very exciting.
For me, it's, along the same lines, but, ever since I was first introduced to this idea, I thought it was, great for the game of golf. I was excited about a new format, kind of a new kind of golf that, I think is great for the game. It's great for the fans. And, I think it's going to be very exciting. I'm excited about playing. And, like she was saying, it's 3 rounds. There's no cut. It's a shotgun start. So, to me, everyone's playing in the same conditions. And I think it's, we see it all the time where, you can get the bad side of a draw. And, unfortunately, it's just how it goes. But, now we're all playing at the same exact time, same exact conditions. So it's going to be a really true test. And, whoever wins, there's no, well, maybe if I would have teed off early on the first day, I might have won the golf tournament. It's all, it's a true test to see who's playing the best that week. And, I think it's exciting. The team part of it's exciting, and it's just something new and something different. And, I'm excited about doing it.
Yeah, like DJ said, I mean, I think there's a space in golf for the traditional 72-hole format, but there's also a space in the game for something fresh and new. Shorter playing windows, kind of like 2020 cricket, if you like. I mean, I think, we look at the cricket model and we look at the success they've had with the IPL in 2020, and I think there's a lot of what we're trying to do here that we feel like it's better for the fan, it's better for the players, and it's just a new opportunity. It's just something fresh and fun. And, speaking personally from my point of view, it's been energizing to kind of have this opportunity in front of us. It's been incredibly polarizing, but now that we're here, I'm looking forward to, getting balls in the air and really letting the golf do the talking, because Centurion looks pretty awesome out there. What LIV have done here with the infrastructure and the experience for the fan especially, I think, is something really exciting.
Yeah, I'm just really excited to play here this week. Obviously, I'm really young. My golf has just started. I'm really fortunate and grateful to have an opportunity to play on prestigious courses like Centurion, play on international fields, obviously learn alongside these seasoned pros. And LIV has very interesting formats, the draft, shotgun starts, shorter playing fields, no cuts. It's like a stress-free golf tournament that I can just learn and watch all the better players play.
Guys, we just talked a lot about the format. Everything is very different here. We have smaller fields. There's only 48 of you in the field. We've got shorter playing windows. You guys are all teeing off. Shotgun starts at 2 o'clock every day. We've got the team format. Everything is different. Out of all of those things, what are you guys most excited about? What are you most looking forward to? I'll start with you, TK.
I'm very excited for the draft. Actually, if I gotta be honest, the draft party is tonight, and I'm more excited for that than almost the tournament even. I mean, obviously we all know golf is we never really have teams, and to have a team to play as a team and even get drafted, I think it's really exciting for me.
Yeah, I agree with TK. I think the team element this week is that unique factor. I think speaking personally, Ryder Cups have been the most emotional kind of memories in my golf career, and that's because you're playing for a team, and I think players display more emotion when they're on a golf course playing for other guys. And I think, again, I think that's better for the fan, that they get a chance to see guys' personalities a little bit better, rather than, just the grind that we see week in, week out. There are phenomenal golf tournaments in the world, but something fresher like this, where you do get an opportunity to get to know the guys a little bit more, and like I say, playing in the team format, and 2 p.m. shotguns. I think the caddies might have picked those tee times, but it's certainly going to be different. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I mean, obviously everything about this, I think I'm excited about. The team's really interesting. I look back to obviously Ryder Cup, President's Cup, college golf. those are some of the best times that you have playing golf. And, I think it brings something exciting for the fans. They can get behind a certain team or multiple. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And, I definitely like the shotgun start. I think that's, great. It's great for TV. It's great for the players. But yeah, I mean, everything about the format, I think, I'm really excited about.
Yeah, team thing definitely is for me. President's Cup's always one of my favorite weeks on tour, and in New Orleans we played the team thing on the PGA Tour, and it was so much fun. And to be able to be part of a team, 4-man team, and go out there and know it's just not just for yourself. This can mean you guys, do well this week as a team as well. That's very exciting, and I think it's a pity that we don't have more golf events like that all over the world.
Yeah, I want to dig into the draft a little bit more. It's one of the things that separates LIV Golf from what's been the practice and have teams like this. I won't give away, or we won't know until tonight, who's a captain, who's not a captain, so we don't know now. But if you're a captain, what do you look for in who you're going to draft? And if you're going to get drafted, what does that mean? How does that fit into golf?
Well, I think if you get picked, you're going to be first nervous. I think you need to show that guy that picked you, well, I need to play well because he picked me. But I think if you're the guy picking, you're probably going to look at whoever is playing some good golf, who played decent last week, who's the guy that sort of everyone's following and playing some proper golf, and probably make a decision on that.
Well, first of all, hopefully I am a captain. Not sure yet, but we'll see tonight, I guess.
A decent chance, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's fun. Yeah, I mean, like Louis said, you're going to kind of look through the players you can pick and who's playing the best, and hopefully you choose right that week, or for the year. I mean, I think this year is going to be a little bit different. I'm not really sure how it's going, but this week, you're going to have a list of players, and hopefully you pick who's playing the best.
Yeah, I mean, I think as a team captain, there's a lot of responsibility. Obviously, you're out there trying to take care of your own business as an individual, but the team that you pick, really could mean a huge amount come the weekend. You could play great and have 3 guys that don't play so well, and you're not going to cash in the team contest. It's and the converse could be true. You could pick 3 great players and maybe not have a great week yourself and win the team. So it's really interesting. It's kind of, to me, it's a bit like being a playing captain, or like a team principal in Formula One, where you're trying to put the best team together. You're trying to strategize. To me, if I was one of the captains, I'd be looking, hard at stats. Who's playing well? Who suits this golf course? Various bits and pieces. It brings a new dynamic as a player, where we're actually looking at other guys and trying to weigh them up and manage the situation, and try and put the best team together. So it's just such a new and interesting dynamic to it all. It's definitely exciting for the guys that get to be on the clock tonight, like the NFL draft. I think I forget how many seconds, 48 seconds or 50 seconds. You got to make a pick, and it's going to be a pretty unique TV experience.
Yeah, I think I agree with exactly what Graeme said. If you were team captain, you'd pick who you would want to be with, who would play best in this week in this specific course that could help you win the teams. But if I'm a team captain, big if there, then yeah, I'll probably pick some of the best players. But I'm probably not going to be a team captain. Probably one of these guys. If I was a teammate as a 15-year-old, I'd be flattered if one of these guys picked me, and I just try to play my best. And like I said, I'm here to enjoy the experience and have fun.
That's a great segue, TK. I want to ask you a question specifically. We've already addressed that you're only 15 years old. You're sitting up on stage with some of the best golfers in the world. How does this feel? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Tell us a little bit about what this experience is like for you.
Yeah, I think excited would be an understatement. Definitely nervous. I got to be honest. I haven't shaken this much just to talk before, let alone play with these guys. But yeah, I mean, as a 15-year-old golfer, could not ask for more. I'm really fortunate to obviously sit alongside these guys, play alongside these guys, and learn from them. So definitely really excited, yeah.
Great. And I think with that, we can open it up to the press. I'll just ask that you guys please state your name and what publication you're with very audibly.
Hi, question for Dustin, Phil Casey, Press Association. Dustin, you've won at last count $74 million just on the course, on the PGA Tour. And you said on the 20th of February, I'm fully committed to the PGA Tour. What's changed?
I mean, I think a lot over the past few months, but, at that time I was committed to playing the PGA Tour. I'm very thankful for the PGA Tour and everything that it's done for me. Obviously, you just said I've done pretty well out there for the last 15 years, but, this is something that I thought was best for me and my family, and, I'm very excited about playing, and obviously, this is the first week, and, it's just, it's something exciting, it's something new, and, I think it's great for the game of golf, and so, that's why I'm here.
Dustin, Rick Broadbent from The Times. I just wondered, there's a lot of talk about consequences of playing here. Are you worried about those consequences, especially regards the majors? And probably, Graeme, same question to you regards the Ryder Cup involvement in the future.
Obviously, at this time, it's hard to speak on what the consequences will be. But for right now, I resigned my membership from the tour. I'm going to play here, for now, and that's the plan. But what the consequences are going to be, obviously, I can't comment on how the tour is going to handle.
But regards the majors, are you?
Majors, it's again, I can't answer for the majors, but. Hopefully they're going to allow us to play. Obviously, I'm exempt for the majors, so I plan on playing there, unless I hear otherwise.
Yeah, from my point of view, what are the consequences going to be, and are they healthy for the sport of golf? It's I haven't resigned my membership from the PGA Tour as of yet. I don't really feel like I need to. But I also don't want to get involved in a legal situation with the PGA Tour. They've given me phenomenal opportunities over the last 20 years. It's just like, why as a player would I want to get involved in some sort of legal situation with one of the greatest tours in the world? In regards to the Ryder Cup, it's something that I weighed up long and hard before I made the decision to come out here. I hope it doesn't affect that. When you look at the European Tour and the players that are here this week, they've done a huge amount for the Ryder Cup product. It would be a shame to see those guys kind of be, not invited back, if you like. But like I say, is it healthy for the sport? This tour is designed to be an add-on to the greatest tours in the world. The schedule has been put together such that it aligns well with the PGA Tour, for example. We all hope that, the success out here will, continue to, attract other players, and that, the ecosystem of golf that we can all get on together. It's just a beautiful sport, and this is not designed to be divisive. This is designed to be something that works together.
Hi, James Corrigan from the Daily Telegraph. Justin, did I just see you say that you'd resigned your membership of the PGA Tour?
I did say that, yes, sir.
So that makes you ineligible for the Ryder Cup, and was that a big decision for you?
It was, but hopefully, obviously, all things are, subject to change, and I would just have to agree with what Graeme said. Hopefully, at some point it'll change, and we'll be able to participate. But if it doesn't, it was another thing that I've, really had to think long and hard about, and ultimately I decided to, to come do this and, play out here. And, like I said, I'm excited about it. And, obviously the Ryder Cup is unbelievable, and it's, something that's definitely meant a lot to me. And, proud to say that I've played and represented my country. And, hopefully I'll, get a chance to do that again. But, I don't make the rules, so.
Inevitably, people will say, on social media and even in here, that you've chosen money over your country. What would be your reply to that?
I chose what's best for me and my family.
Jamie Weir, Sky Sports. Question for Louis, Dustin and Graeme, really. You were asked at the very start of the press conference, why are you here? And you spoke about the exciting format and the teams and how it's new. I'm sorry if this is a bit of a crass question to ask, but it is essentially about the money. That's why you're here first and foremost, isn't it?
For me, it was where I was in my career. It was probably going to be my last year on PGA Tour. I always said, when I get to that stage, around 40, I want to do something else, and not just golf in my life. I wanted to try something else. I mean, everyone knows I love being on a farm and being outside and do stuff. And so I was almost done, and along came this opportunity where, I can do 4 years of this and be quicker with or faster time spending with my family after this. I can do what I want to do, and the format and the whole way this was set up was just so exciting. It reminded me of being part of the President's Cup, and I just said, why not? I was going to give this a shot, and I made the decision. It was a decision between me and my wife, and what's best for where I was right now, and we're going to grab it and play, and I'm a professional golfer. This is decent money we're going to play for, so why not?
Yeah, I mean, for me too, there's kind of the same thing. I mean, I've done well on the PGA Tour. Obviously, you all know that. Very thankful for what they've given me too. But this was, it's just something different. I'm with Louis. I don't want to play golf for the rest of my life, which I've felt like I was, probably going to have to do. And, for me, this is something new. I like to do a lot of other things besides golf. And, I think this gives me an opportunity to spend more time with my family, gives me an opportunity to, spend more time doing the things that I love to do. And, and it's exciting, like he was saying, it's an exciting time. I think it's exciting for the game of golf, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, from my point of view, Jamie, I think the financial side of the sport always weighs in to the schedule. I think, TK is this all ahead of him, but myself, Dustin, and Louis, we've played all around the world for 20 years, chasing paychecks. Outside of the majors and the Ryder Cups, I mean, yeah, it's a business, I mean, yes, we love the sport, we love competing, but, the purse that we're playing for any given week, appearance money, we're running a business here, it's like the sacrifice that we make being away from our families 35, I hate using the word sacrifice right here playing golf for a living, it's a pretty sweet life, but still, you're away from your family 30, 35 weeks a year. It has to be worth it financially, otherwise it's a big sacrifice that you're making for no return, so you're always weighing up from a business point of view, what is the best financial outcome for me for my time spent. And, I'm in a similar situation to Louis where, I hope there's a few more years left in the tank, but there's no promises left in the PGA Tour. And an opportunity like this comes along where you can, play the last 3 or 4 years of your career in a very financially lucrative environment. It'd be crazy to walk away from that as a businessman, so it's hard, but, we do play for trophies. We love to compete, and, TK's still got pure heart in there. Listen, trophies are great, and, like I say, it really is a business when you've been out here for so long and you've got families and stuff left at home.
This is DJ. This is Bob Herrick from SI.com. Is it fair to say that that you agonized over this, or maybe not agonized, but went back and forth a good bit in the last week to 10 days, 2 weeks, what have you? And secondly, did you or anybody on your team reach out to the representatives of the majors to get any sense if that could be an issue going forward? Thank you.
Yes, I mean, I definitely was, weighed hard and long about this, talked to everybody on my team, my family, we all, talked about it, and, not, multiple times, especially over, say the last 6 months, and then obviously earlier in the year, I had a lot of calls with everyone, and I've definitely spoken to them, and obviously I can't really comment on what they said, but that was, I spoke to everyone that I could, and ultimately made my decision.
Hi, Riath Al Samurai from the Daily Mail. It's a question for all four of you. How do you reconcile your decision to be here with Saudi Arabia's human rights record?
Let me start. I mean, listen, I mentioned it earlier, this has been incredibly polarizing. I think we all agree up here, take the Khashoggi situation, we all agreed that was reprehensible. No one's going to argue that fact. But we're golfers, and speaking personally, I really feel like, golf's a force of good in the world. I just try to be a great role model to kids. I know what the game of golf has taught me. And I love using the game of golf as something to kind of help grow around the world. That's pretty much what we've done for the last 20 years, be role models to kids, try and use this game, like I say, as a force of good, really. So, we're not politicians. I know you guys hate that expression, but we're really not, unfortunately. And we're professional golfers, and if Saudi Arabia want to use the game of golf as a way for them to get to where they want to be, and they have the resources to accelerate that experience, I think we're proud to help them on that journey, using the game of golf and the abilities that we have to help grow the sport and take them to where they want to be.
I mean, for me, I'm just here to play golf. Like I said earlier, I'm just here for the experience. I'm here to learn. And what Graeme said, I'm not a politician. If I'm going to be worried about anything other than the golf, is probably trying to remember my physics equation or finish my English essay in time for when I get back to school.
For me, it's just, exactly what Graeme said. I mean, I don't, if I was going to say it, I'd pretty much say the exact same thing. So I'd agree with what Graeme said.
Yeah, there's not much more to be said than that.
Yeah, hello, it's Martin Lipton here from The Sun. We heard last night that Phil Mickelson is joining. We also all know what Phil Mickelson said in that interview about the Saudis. First of all, what's your view on Phil joining? But as a corollary to what Riath just asked, did any of you have any qualms at all about making this decision? Or was it just a financial one?
That was a lot of questions in one. Do you mind just starting with one question? I'm not being serious. That was too many for me to...
Two questions are, what about Phil? And did you have any qualms about the decision you took?
On Phil, I mean, obviously Phil is a huge icon in the game of golf. Don't agree with what he said in his, interviews, and I think he's come out and apologized for that a bunch. But Phil is great for LIV Golf. It's great for this new opportunity. He brings a lot of eyes, and he's been great for the game of golf. He's been a great ambassador, and I've known Phil for a long time, played tons of golf with him, and I'm excited. I'm glad he's a part of this, and I'm excited for him to come and play with us. I think it's all it does is add more value to us and to what we're trying to do.
We've got time for one final question.
Hi, Rob Harris from the Associated Press. I've got a question to you and actually one to Ari, first of all. Ari, you tweeted in 2011 about Saudi Arabia spending billions, hundreds of billions, so they won't be overthrown. Is this golf series planned so Mohammed bin Salman won't be overthrown potentially to protect him? Is that what you're working towards?
no, I'm happy to talk to you about that offline. Anything that I tweeted prior to anything with LIV. And I think when you look at the world relations, and that was a long, long time ago.
Okay. And to the guys, particularly Graeme, you are now effectively working as an extension of Saudi PR. You talked about how this series is a force for good, and the journey you've been told about Saudi Arabia is on. How is that journey helping the women oppressed in Saudi Arabia, the migrant groups, their rights violated, the LGBTQ individuals who are criminalised, the families of the 81 men who were executed in March, and those being bombed in Yemen?
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had the ability to be able to have that conversation with you. You know, I think as golfers, if we tried to cure, you know, geopolitical situations in every country in the world that we play golf in, we wouldn't play a lot of golf. It's a really hard question to answer. You know, we're just here to focus on the golf and kind of, you know, what it does globally for the role models that these guys are and that we are. And yeah, that's a really hard question to get into.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you for being here. We look forward to playing some golf.